Enumeration. Enumeration by word you can understand. This is collecting information. Now what all are things are collecting? Enumeration concept here it is extraction of username, machine name, share name, directory name, and other data. It's not entirely. See, now maybe you are thinking earlier also we did in the scanning, yeah, information gathering. How it is different? Earlier we did obviously correct, but earlier part how it was there we were not doing it in such a deep manner. In this case, here you have to do it in a bit deeper thing. Means someone's username you are finding. Computer inside the details you are finding. Means more. Here you can see machine name, username, username, the person who shared any folder, then shared folder information. These are not just a information. Here you can see this is very personal information. So that's the reason we are telling to collecting this personal information. Here I am discussing things. This is in very detailed manner. We are going to the things. So this detailed things which comes under enumeration. Now, it provides hackers with the knowledge they need to be. See, why this much knowledge is required? This knowledge is required for an attacker to get started. They need more information, then only they will able to do the things. Now, following data here it is written operating system information, detail of network infrastructure, names of the active users, equipment. These all are comes give name, printer name, directory name. Few examples given. Now, what all are enumeration types are there? Here it is given. Zone transfer, Microsoft or PC endpoint mapper, NetBIOS name, SMB name. So this many detailed information we can collect through enumeration. Now, what is the importance of enumeration? Enumeration, when I am telling, it takes time to complete the activity. It's a long process. So here it is given email ID I can extract, Active Directory brute forcing I can do. I can do SNMP I can do, Windows I can do, DNS transfer I can do. All these things is a normal thing. So it's a request to everyone whenever you are doing this kind of things, anywhere it is written port number, you should focus on the port number. These numbers are very important one. Now, network basic, when I am talking about network basics, one second. Here it can be NetBIOS name, the computer which is communicating between their within the system. The computers they are communicating within the system. They are using NetBIOS name. Computers are communicating within the system. They are using NetBIOS name. Now, if a window operating system, any attacker they came to know port number 139 is open. Then what happened? They are trying to reach the system through 139. Now you can see here NetBIOS tools. Here it is written. These all are the NetBIOS tools. I do one thing. I will just take a screenshot here. These all are the tool name they given. SuperScan, NetBIOS Emulator, Soft Perfect. These are the tool. Interaction to NetBIOS with application. Applications are communicating with each other through the NetBIOS. The port number here it is given 137. Now you can see here hang up. These tools I already mentioned here. SNMP enumeration. SNMP meaning simple network network monitoring protocol it is. So it's an enumeration tool. It's an enumeration tool meaning it is collecting the information. When we are going for SNMP, it is collecting the information. Collecting information Then SNMP is a server. So this is using for monitoring purpose. Assume in the entire network, there is monitoring purpose we are using SNMP tool. Assume. So there will be one SNMP server and SNMP clients will be there. SNMP server can collect all the information, that means all the information about the SNMP clients. It is collecting information about SNMP clients. Once the SNMP client's information is collected, then what will happen? If any of the attacker who get access of the SNMP server, they will come to know what all our SNMP clients are there. That information they are getting. That is the purpose. Hackers are bothered to get the SNMP server information. So server, or we call it as see, there are for the clients, what we will say, managed devices, we will say agents. Agents, we will say agents are a piece of software which is installed, which server you want to manage, that server we have to use that. Network management system is there, management agents are there, all these things are the parts. Now LDAP means, LDAP meaning, this is a protocol which is using when you are active directory, when you are in active directory, when you are accessing anything through in the server, then LDAP is the protocol which is using in the active directory. Now here if you see, active directory, it is a service. To communicate with the active directory, we are using LDAP. To communicate with active directory, we are using LDAP service. Is it clear? Now that we will see practically, I will show the practical. NTP, Network Timing Protocol, is NTP. Now where NTP is using? NTP is using Network Timing Protocol using because there should be an accurate time. There should be the atomic reference clock we are using every servers. You can see here one primary server using. So all the secondary servers and all the clients, they are getting the same time in this is other primary, they showed secondary client, anything, multiple secondary servers are there, all the server and their client getting the same time if you configure NTP. Now, how this NTP enumeration is happening? So in Linux and in Windows, there is an option we can do the NTP server. Okay. So when I am going for, before, here it is given, before NTP usage, here it is given, how we can understand. There is a protocol given for NTP. Nmap space, here they given NTP info. When I type, then I am getting information about the Nmap. It is a powerful tool. There is even commands for that. Now the next is Nessus and OpenVAS you can use. Now NTP security models are there. Okay. Now coming to the SMTP. SMTP and DNS enumeration. I think it is better we can go for a practical here. So just wait. Starting the Kali Linux. I will start the Metasploitable here and just wait. Please wait, let the machine get start. Whenever it comes like that, you should always reset your system. That is not the proper thing which we can properly use the system. So whenever you open your system, it should look like this. So I am typing here. I just want to understand about the DNS information. So I am typing here host space -d space demo.testfire.net. You can see here demo.testfire.net. So you are able to see the things here in demo.testfire.net. Now I'm writing a clear command here. Now the next command I am going to do. Here I got the DNS information. I think I bit fast I removed. You can see here inside the demo.testfire.net what all are things are there that you can see here. This is the start of authority, MX is there. Here it is not giving any MX information. Start of authority information is there. So like that, we are collecting the information about the DNS. Now I am coming to the next one. One of the command is fierce. Fierce hyphen H. I see what it is. Fierce hyphen H. I think hyphen H. We will see demo dot testfire dot net. Exactly. See, just see. FIERCE. Yes, it's not running at this time. FIE. In this case, fierce is not running. You don't have to bother. Leave that thing. Collecting information, I said. Yeah, enumeration tool, I said. Just if I want to know STP. STP, I said, what is the purpose? To synchronize the time STP is using. If I want to know STP is installed in the system or not, one of the method is system CTL status NTP sec.service that I have to see. I'm just finding here. Here I'm getting the information. It's loaded. Where it is, somewhere it should be active. Okay, here it is written success, but it is dead service. It's an inactive service or it is a dead service. This is one of the methods. Now, interestingly, there are certain things you should not remember anything. I'm going to the Nmap. I just want to see the Nmap. NTP script, NTP is there or not. To Nmap. Nmap, why it is happening like this? I do one thing for the better. Okay, it will not disturb now. I want to find a script in map script for NTP. I just want to understand the NTP info. So here it is written NTP info is the script. One of the interesting thing NTP, mon list, NTP finger, all these things are the NTP command. For better understanding, what you can do, just open NTP always, the script always. So how to hyphen script NTP info it is given. Port number it is again optional. So what I am going to do, first I will do without any options. If it is not working, then let's see for the options. Hyphen script equal NTP hyphen info space demo one. I just do it in my metasploitable system. 1.6. Let's see I got any additional information about my NTP. 123. In this case, I not through the script I not got at least anything. Now I can bit more focus on this script. I am running the same script I copy pasted. It's working. It's not necessary all these things will give you the result recent. Maybe the network service it's not installed in here. Then port may not be open. So you will not get the result. It's a usual thing. But just for understanding, I'm just copy pasted from the Google. This you don't have to remember anything. That is a very beautiful thing in Linux. The Linux community is such a strong one. Here it is given. NTP, it is 123, it is open and it is filtered. Oh, it's this website, it's showing like that. It's a good thing. Means NTP, I thought it is not installed. It is installed and it is showing it is open. Good. Now coming to the next practical we are coming. This is the method we are using to collect the thing. It's a very good tool it is. When you are using it, you are able to collect the information, required information you can collect. Coming to the slide again, I'm coming to the dashboard. Now here it is given SMTP command, and okay, we will do SMTP practical. I just want to do the SMTP one. So what I am doing, I am going for a banner grabbing which we learned yesterday. Telnet space 192.168.1.6 is my telnet. Here it is showing. Okay, I did a mistake. I went for by mistake. I given an actual telnet command. I have to write the port number plus 25. When I do like this, I am collecting the information. Metasploitable.local domain is the domain. Now what I have to write here. Now I am going to do a SMTP attack, sending mail. So I am writing here mail from. See, sending a mail is a normal thing, but it is the abnormal thing, unusual thing is I am sending a mail from the mail ID which is not there. I'm just writing the mail, sending the mail from a fake ID. I'm typing here mail from, and I'm just remember this is not my email ID. I'm just writing a mail from rema@gmail.com, which is not my email ID. But the system took it. If I don't have a mail ID, still I am able to send the mail. Now I am writing CPT2. Here the mail ID should be the correct one. Everyone knows the target Linux, it is there. Then 100% there is a root user will be there. Root at the rate. Now we already gave to know what is the domain name. This is the domain name. So I am writing here metasploitable dot local domain. I'm writing the email ID. Okay, somewhere spelling mistake it will be. I will just correct it. RCPT2. Just type root is the user at the rate. Okay, my spelling was wrong. Metasploitable dot local domain. 200. Okay, good. The mail body I have to write like this. Here I am writing hello hi, but actual attacker they will not write hello hi. They will send a malicious script here. So you have to put a dot and enter. Now what will happen? This mail will go to the SMTP server. Assume it is an attacker. They are sending a malicious script to the hacker. Hope things are very clear to you. Okay. Now coming to the next thing. Here we already done. Now coming back to the next part and see we completed from to where. This we completed. Coming to the next topic, that is vulnerability analysis. Vulnerability analysis meaning by name you can clearly can understand finding the vulnerability and analyzing the vulnerability. Finding the vulnerability and analyzing the vulnerability that comes in vulnerability analysis. Any system, the drawback or weakness in the system, we call it as vulnerability. Any system's drawback or weakness, that we call it as vulnerability. Now the part is we have to find vulnerability in the system. Any system when we are using, we have to find the vulnerability. Now we have to find the vulnerability. I said any system we have to find the vulnerability. So there are many methods are there. There are many tools are there through which you can find the vulnerability. It is not limited to any one of the method. Now we will see what it is. Vulnerability assessment assessment concepts we are discussing here. Now every system, maybe some organization they kept some kind of security. There is some organization they not kept any security. In both the scenario, it is the security person's duty to understand the system is secure or not through testing. Through vulnerability assessment tools, they are understanding the system is secure or not. So now there are many security evaluation tools are there. First, when we are going, we have to understand what is the scope, what all are tools we are to check. That normally this we don't have to bother. The security analyst is not required to bother. That comes under the scope of the company will define the scope. Then we have to start the work, information gathering, vulnerability detection, all these things. Now, evaluation here it is given. What is the goal? Find the weakness in the system. If you know the weakness, then only we can control that weakness. Now, we after that we have to create a vulnerability report. Now, once we create the vulnerability report, it is always the duty of the vulnerability analyst to fix that problem. So here we are using many dynamic method to do that, static method also we are using to do that. Now here it is written, supplying input or other failure conditions to detect the flaws in real time. That is called dynamic analysis. Most of the web applications we are using that only. Now it is using primarily to identify the static security test SAST. What it is doing here, it is application source code. When you are checking and we are understanding it, that is method is called SAST. Now life cycle is there. Now testing scope, we are defining the system's testing scope. Analysis is there, addressing the weakness. Now assessment solutions, what all are things we can use to find the vulnerability assessment. Let's see, I will see it in my case. I am going to my Kali Linux. I just close this terminal and I am opening the Kali Linux new terminal. Let's see, I am writing here cd space /bin system ctl start. Now I am doing here, I am starting Nessus service. It's asking for a Kali password, got the permission. Now go to the browser. I want to go to the browser here. So to go to the browser, so I'm clicking on the browser. Once you open it, then it will be visible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you open the thing, it will be visible after 4. But at present, I am not opened it. Once you open it, it will be visible after 4. So just I am opening. Taking time to open it. I already clicked it. Anything, if it is not getting open, don't click multiple times. Wait for that thing if it is giving the result or not. If it is not giving the result, then click it again. Sometimes what happen, I observed participants, they will keep clicking the things. If you click clicking, it becoming more slow, not fast. It will work. Sometimes it's like that. It's already open. Sometimes it's like that. Multiple files will get open. There is a slow. It's a usual thing. You have to be patient and you have to wait. Now, what I am going to do here? Unnecessarily, how much opened? One I close. Now, https:// Kali colons. It's becoming slow. It's not computer slow actually. Sometimes it will be like that. 8834. Once it opened, then I will explain the thing. See, earlier it was not getting open. Now multiple screens you can see it's opened. So just wait. Multiple screens got opened. That's the reason system became slow. Now I'm waiting. 8834. We don't have any option. Just wait. I do one thing. I will close few screens which is not required for us. So many screens got opened. Got hanged. Now I don't want to go for a reset. Just wait. So what exactly I'm going to do? I'm going to open the Nmap. There is no other option. We have to reset it. Instead of waiting 5-10 minutes, just went for a reset. Let's see. Let it get start. Otherwise, we can show it in our next session. We don't have to waste our time. So vulnerability management, Nessus, I will show you. Obviously, that's a very, very good tool. We can now planning and information gathering is required. Detection of the threats, penetration testing to do, applying the VAPT techniques, cleanup process, and the report generating. This is basically doing. Now we will discuss what is CVSS, vulnerability scoring system, meaning that's just a calculator. Based on many parameters, it is calculating the score and getting the score. Now everybody is getting the VAPT score. Now the VAPT score meaning, it is VAPT score meaning it is getting the score. It may be out of the scale of 1 to 10, it may be, if it is every time, not maybe, it is obviously the score is from 1 to 10. If the number is 1 means the score is less, means it's very, very difficult to do that attempt. If the score is higher means that is more risky. Now the vulnerability database, national vulnerability database, they are having all this scoring, and based on that we can work. CVSS score, it is there. We can use any of the CVSS calculator to find it. When I'm talking about the tool, I'm discussing about network-based scanners are there, because network-based scanner meaning it is scanning for the entire network. Host-based scanners are there. That means it is scanning only for the one particular system. Application scanners are there, which is scanning for the application. Wireless scanners for wireless, and database. So everywhere you can see there are separate scanners are there. So this is the thing here it is given. This is the end of the chapter. Now Nessus scanning we will do in our next session. Now tomorrow we will come with the module 6. So module 6 is the module that we will start tomorrow session. So today we just finished the topic, that is vulnerability scanning. The techniques we already learned. Now there are few tools we introduced here. Now our next upcoming session we will go for Nessus scanning anyway, that is one pending, and we will start with module 6. Hope things are very, very clear to you, and it's see, every time it is like that. Now we will see here module 6 we will do here. 1 minute, by mistake I written in the wrong place. Module 6 we will do, and here we done module 3 and 4 we done. Okay, now you can see here we are having many more sessions left. This was our third session. Now still sessions are, no, today's our, correct. This is our third session, and now 5 more sessions left. Now in that session we will come to know all these things. So thank you so much for attending the session. Be regular in the session. I know you are going through the recording at any time. When you go through the recording, you will get clarity any point of time. If you are facing, you are having doubt, If you are having doubt in that scenario, you can connect with the talk to instructor. One option is there. If you click on talk to instructor, you will able to send the message to the instructor. You are able to talk to the instructor. Now, thanks a lot for attending. So this is a instructor led 8 hours. Instructor will be there in the session. After this 8 hours, the entire course content, very beautifully written course content, is uploaded in the portal. You can go through the portal. Now, anytime you are feeling you have to watch the recording, you will get it in the recording session. And and once you completed every module, there is question bank given for your reference. Just go through the question bank, understand the question, understand the answer. Once you are feeling comfortable, you are ready to go for the exam, you can go for a final exam. Once you complete the final exam, you can request for the certificate. Once you request the certificate, the certificate will be up delivered. Yeah, it dispatched meaning you are able to download it, because nowadays it's not courier service or anything. By mistake I use the term dispatch. You will able to download the certificate from the portal. Only thing you should